Good morning, and welcome to the morning meditation before service. I'm Lucille Warone, one of the licensed practitioners here at the center, and I welcome you all for joining us either here in the center live or via our love stream. So those of you on the love stream, I invite you to set aside your morning to-do list for a few minutes and take a few minutes of nurturing and spiritual self-care. And just sit down and enjoy the meditation. So we're approaching the winter solstice. This year it's next Saturday. And so after Saturday, we'll gradually have longer days. So you can think of the winter solstice day as either the shortest day or the longest night. And the theme of my meditation today focuses on infinite light, the light that is inside each of us. So to prepare our bodies and minds for meditation, I invite you to settle into your chair. Check in with your feet. Many find it helps to have them firmly on the floor. And how's your back? Is it straight? I invite you to start at your feet and move towards your head, scanning each part of your body. And adjust anything that is detracting from your comfort. Maybe you just realize your scarf is itchy or your coat is kind of lumpy in your back. Just take a moment of self-care and make yourself even 5% more comfortable. So check in with each part of your body again and make any other adjustments. So imagine the sun is rising above your head, and it shines down a beam of white light. Open your crown chakra at the top of your head and allow this light to pour in. This light dissolves anything in your consciousness that is unlike it. It dissolves shadow, darkness, what some might call troubles or problems. Allow this light to clear your mind with ease and grace. This light fills your head and flows into your neck, your shoulders, relaxing all the muscles and releasing any tension. Allow this warm light to flow from your shoulders through your arms and down to your hands. Check in with the fingertips of your hands. Are your fingers clenched? Relax and straighten your wrists and your fingers. Allow them to rest gently on your lap. And now this warm white light flows down from your shoulders into your spine, all through your torso. Down into your sit bones, into your legs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, flowing down all the way to the tips of your toes. Starting from the top of your head and moving down through your body, just be aware of this sensation of this warmth throughout all of your body. And now allow this light to radiate from you. Some would call it an aura. And it radiates out and envelops the others around you, envelops the people in this room, in this center, radiating out through our neighborhood, to all of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and our planet. We never need to worry that this light will run out because we are channels of this eternal, infinite light. Here and now we open wide the gates of our channel. Allow it to flow through us, unencumbered, unhindered, and freely. We're moving into the time of silence of our meditation, and if uninvited thoughts arrive in your consciousness, gently allow them to come and come to pass, like fallen leaves flowing down a gentle stream. And in the silence, continue to imagine your light radiating from you and covering the entire planet, enveloping all in the eternal light of peace, abundance, love, and joy. this beam of eternal radiance, there is no darkness in my mind. Today I joyously expect a greater good. I accept a greater experience of life's infinite bounty. I stand guard at the portals of my mind and disallow anything that denies my good. Moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, I am guided into right action, into joy, peace, and vitality, because this light of spirit radiates from the very center of my being. This light illuminates my path and makes straight the way before me. All the power there is flows through me as health, happiness, abundance, love, and joy. So slowly bring your awareness back into the room. Direct your awareness back to your physical body temple. And gently reconnect with your body. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Shake out your hands. Step your feet. Circle your head. Take a stretch if that works for you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. As I'd like to acknowledge Ernest Holmes' book, The 365 Science of Mind, that inspired many of the phrases in this meditation. And I thank each and every one of you for joining us to create this contemplative place from which we are going to have our service of celebration and growth and learning, whether you're here at the center or in your very own home. Namaste.
I feel like this is the music at the game show when they're waiting for the person to come running down the aisle. Melikilikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is Hawaii's way. Say Merry Christmas to you. Melikilikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Melikilikimaka is Hawaii's way. Say Merry Christmas, oh, very Merry Christmas. Very Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to you.
Whew. Well, hi, everybody. How are ya? Melikilikimaka. Feliz Navidad. I can't think of any others. Merry Christmas. This is our Christmas. Stille Nacht. I'm not saying bad words. You might think
That's
I
Silent
am.
Night, right?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. We could keep this going all day long, but we're not going to. We're going to actually do what we came here to do. So welcome to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. If you are here for the first time, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And yes, we're very, very serious about our spirituality, but we are not somber because we know that spirit, that life, that joy shows up in all ways, every way possible. And we are just the expressions of it. So if this is your first time here, it may be a little bit different for you, but I can guarantee you, you'll have fun, you'll enjoy the music, and just know you're welcome. We have a potluck going on after service, so you can stay and have a nosh afterwards, and we've got a concert, which I'll tell you about in just a little bit as well. So welcome, and we're going to start out. We do love when the holidays come along because we love doing holiday music. We don't do, as a rule, we don't do like the Christmas carols because they've got a more religious bent. We like to keep it more secular, as you will see by our very serious Kong song that we're about to do. So please stand up and join me in Winter Wonderland.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job while you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Face unafraid, the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job while you're in town. When it snows, ain't it thrilling as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh yeah, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland.
Hey, Amy.
Yes.
One day you and I will actually get the right lyrics up there, hey?
I think it's more fun this way.
I think it is kind of, it's like...
It's a Christmas
guess
tradition.
Guess the word, guess the chorus. Okay, so as I said, we have a lot of things that are going on, starting with today, because today is our community potluck. If you walked in the front door and you saw all the food that's starting to get here and how it's all laid out and everything, everybody is welcome to stay afterwards and have a nosh and just get to know people. And then at 1 o'clock, here's what's going to happen. At 1 o'clock, we're all going to vacate out of here, the sanctuary, because we'll come in here and we'll eat. And then we're going to vacate from the sanctuary, and then so we can get ready for the concert. And then the concert with Amy Bishop starts at 1:30. How many of you have been to an Amy Bishop Christmas concert? Oh, my God, you are in for such a treat. You know, she's not a bad singer. And, you know, we kind of enjoy listening to her. But the other thing is she tries really hard to be funny. And sometimes she actually gets there. And so it's going to be a wonderful combination of all Amy all the time. And it's going to be wonderful. So if you haven't bought your tickets, we can still collect your money at the door, $25. And come and join us. It's a wonderful kind of kicking off the holiday season. Then next Sunday, The ministers and practitioners are going to be doing our holiday celebration. So today is just kind of like it's like the pregame. Next week is when we're going to do the real ushering in a much more sacred way. The different holidays, or not the different holidays, the different ways that we're going to celebrate the holidays. And that too is going to have a potluck afterwards with salty and sweet and salty potluck. So we're having a full-on potluck today. And then next week, bring anything that is salty, like anything that has Hawkins cheesies. Oh, yeah. You know? Yeah. Anything that has that is absolutely welcome. And the sweet stuff, you know what that means also. This is being put on by our ministers and practitioners, and they're wonderful, beautiful, heartfelt people. So you know it's going to be something that's going to really raise your spirits and be wonderful. So that's next Sunday. Then you're going to think that you're reading a typo. The World Peace Meditation takes place at 5 a.m. What, you say? 5 a.m.? Are you crazy? Most of the time. I am not, and I'm not in this case. What happens is that since 1986, people of all faiths have been coming together to pray and meditate for peace. And it's been going on since 1986, and we come together at the same time every year. And that same time happens to be noon Greenwich Mean Time, which makes it 5 a.m. here Mountain Time. We'll come together, we'll have some songs, we'll have prayers, we'll have a nice meditation. And if there was ever a time when we needed to pump up the volume, so to speak, the time is now. And so we will be here at 5 a.m. It will also be live streamed. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen, so stay tuned for that. But I look forward to seeing a lot of people here. I will be here. I was hedging my bet a little bit, but I will be here. And, okay, I got to say one more thing about it. It's Tuesday, December 31st, not January 1st. So if you go partying and say, I'll just stay up till 5 a.m. and then go to the peace meditation, and you've partied on New Year's Eve, you've missed it, okay? Because it's on New Year's Eve morning, not New Year's Day morning, okay? Is that clear? Okay, all right. I just want to make one final shout out for our toques and our loopers, our hookers, shall we say. This is an initiative that's been going on for a number of years here at the center, and they started making toques. In the U.S., we call them beanies, but you all call them toques. So I'm learning how to speak the language, and and this group of people has donated over 5,000 toques to people in need in Canada. And just this month, they have lovingly made and donated close to 400 toques for the Hope Mission for this winter. So thank you, all of you. Thank you, all of you, for that. We have online groups for our Love Stream people and also for anybody who wants to join us. We have our Sagers group, which meets on Saturdays at 10 a.m. via Zoom. And this is our Wisdom Keepers, 55 and above. And they really have wonderful, heartfelt, inspirational and important conversations about things that are unique to us Wisdom Keepers. And so that's on Saturdays at 10. Consciousness Seekers is facilitated by our practitioner, Ron Hahn. That's kind of a deep dive into the teaching. And then Coffee with Dr. Pat. Oh gosh, we talk about a variety of different things. This last Wednesday, we talked about our stories, some of our long held stories that we want to rewrite. And it was a very, very touching, very, very moving morning. So you are welcome to any of those, all of those, and you can find all the information in the newsletter and also on the website if you need to get any of that Zoom information. Okay, so that is the business part. We're now going to invite our ministers and practitioners to please come forward and line the stage. These people, I talk about them every week. They are here to serve you. You know, sometimes we got stuff going on. Sometimes we got stuff going on around the holidays. And we don't really know how to talk about it. Well, any of these people who are here, these lovely, we're all girls today. These lovely women are here to serve you. And they do a process called spiritual mind treatment. It's a weird name for a really cool affirmative prayer. And so after service, before you go to the potluck, if you want to just talk to one of them, it's as simple as saying, excuse me, Lucille, can we talk for a minute? And she's going to say definitely. It's not going to be like a full-on practitioner session. It's just, hey, what's going on? And let's do a treatment about it. It's a wonderful gift that they give you. And I suggest you avail yourself of that. So what's going to happen now is that Amy is going to lead us in a chant. And then Lucille will give us our spiritual mind treatment for the morning. Ladies.
Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide my heart.
Here and now, I open my heart, my mind to the truth of who I am. And the words I speak here today, using the word I speak on behalf of each one of you, if it resonates with you. I know that God, eternal presence, divine light, eternal spirit, is real. It pervades the universe. And it is inside each and every one of us. Right here and now, I open my heart wide to allow this internal, eternal light to shine forth through me and as me. For this is how God is active in the universe and on our planet. It is active through us and as us. This eternal spirit, this brilliant light is as near as my next breath. I do not have to seek for it because it is there. Moment by moment, I'm at free will choice to the extent to which I allow myself to shine this light into my life and into my experience. And in this time of seasonal busyness, I pause each day, perhaps several times a day, and go into an awareness of this inner light, to step away from the busyness, the harriedness that can sometimes be my experience, and just be still and know that I am God and God is here. So as I go forth through the week, I allow myself to shine. I allow this light to permeate my thoughts, to guide my actions, and envelop all of those that come into contact with me with this light. I am grateful for this knowing. I am grateful for this experience. And I release these words knowing that they are already so as spoken, and together we can all affirm, and so it is.
Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide Open wide my heart.
Thank you so much, Amy and Anna, for that song, Lucille, for that beautiful treatment. And thank you, my lovelies, for being here and being in support of our community. You're loved. I hope it's obvious to everybody that Amy and I have a wonderful working relationship. And she puts up with a lot for me. Let's just say this about that. So we decide on songs. She decides on songs. She lets me know what the songs are going to be by 10 o'clock on Saturday night sometimes. But this time I pulled a fast one on her because I watched a movie on Amazon Prime. By the way, watch this Christmas movie called Red One. It is so good. It is funny, it's quirky, it's got a good message to it, it's action. Got Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I mean, come on, what more can I say? But it's got such a great message and it's super, super fun. So anyway, the last song of that rang a bell for what we're going to be talking about today. So I sent Amy a text last night at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, could you do this song instead? And guess what? She said yes. She said yes to the song. Please welcome Elevation featuring Amy Bishop.
Better watch out. Better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tums. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's bringing curly haired dolls that rattle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, kids and girl and boyland will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming. Well, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not poke your drum player in the eye. You better be nice. You don't slip on the ice. Don't say swear words like better watch out, better not cry. Don't make jokes when your minister's not looking. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is making the minister mad. Santa Claus, yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa Claus is coming, oh, yeah, yeah. Santa Claus is coming, oh, yeah, yeah. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That wasn't bad for getting the request at 11 o'clock at night. Hallelujah. Give it up for Elevation. Don't mind me, I'm being my own roadie. There you go. Huh? Thank you. Anna, Anna's fairly new to us. Thank you, Anna, for being here. And Brendan. And this one. Now you know what you have in store for you for the concert this afternoon. She's funny. She's real funny. Real freaking funny. That was not a swear. I know the difference. Showing a little cleavage? Okay. I did, yeah, and my microphone was on too, I can tell. So would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more time at your own pace. So a man walks into a donut shop. He buys a donut, and the clerk says to him, "Merry Christmas," and he says, "Thank you, same to you." He then goes into a coffee shop and buys a fancy coffee, and the clerk says, "Happy Hanukkah." And the man says, "Thank you, same to you." And he's sipping his coffee, and he stops at a corner, and he buys a newspaper, and the clerk says, "Happy Ramadan." And the man said, "Thank you, same to you." He hails a cab from the ride home, and the cabbie says, "Happy Kwanzaa," and the man replies, "Thank you, same to you." And finally, he passes a tall, gaunt gentleman with unkempt hair carrying an aluminum pole. And the gentleman greets him with a cheery, "Happy Festivus for the rest of us." To which the man replies, you guessed it, "Thank you, same to you." Yeah. So you see, there is a proper response to the wishing of glad tidings and happiness from anyone. It is, "Thank you, same to you." Otherwise, we deny people from wishing us happiness in the best way that they know how, and we actually judge their season. And so we're going to say this one together, all right? You ready? Merry Christmas, Hanu, Kwanzaa, Modern Fest to you. Yes? So this time of year, if you've been coming here for a while, you know that I often do a talk about where our Christmas traditions come from, such as the colors of red and green. You notice how many of us are wearing red today, and we really got in the festive mood. But, we got the red and the green, we got lights, we got mistletoe, we got Christmas trees. And I do this talk because some people don't realize that almost all of our Christmas traditions that we consider to be uniquely Christmas traditions actually have their roots, pun intended, in ancient earth-based traditions, such as the Druids, the Celts, and the pagans. Because if you think about this, if Christmas really is about the birth of a young Jewish boy in the middle of the desert, which is now considered to be Palestine, over 2,000 years ago, picture it, picture the nativity. Where do you suppose things like evergreens and Yule logs and holly and ivy and snow come in? Good question, right? I have answers to that, but I'm not going to tell them to you today because that's not today's talk. Today's talk is about the legend of this guy, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, Father Christmas, Père Noel, and Kris Kringle. Now, where the heck does he fit in with the birth of the baby Jesus? Anybody? I know. I have answers to that question too. However, I promise you, I would love to spend the morning telling you about the lore of Santa Claus, but I don't think that's why you're here this morning. Don't think you want a history lesson on Santa Claus. I think you came here because you want to be inspired, you want to be spiritually fed, you want to be in community, and you want to feel the presence of the divine. Yes? Take a deep breath. So how about we do a little bit of all of it? Yes? So earlier this month, you know, Dr. Heather and I compare notes all the time. We've known each other for over 30 years as ministers and colleagues. And 30 years ago, we didn't have the internet. And we didn't have social media. And all I can say is, how did we do our jobs back then? I don't know. Because I get so many great ideas from social media. So on Facebook, a couple of weeks ago, there was a Facebook thing, and it said in all caps. And you know, if you're all caps on the internet, it means you're yelling, right? Attention to all parents who need to tell the truth about Santa. But I don't have kids, and I don't have grandkids, so I didn't pay any attention to it until I saw it posted a couple of times by people that I admire and respect, so I thought that I should give it a read, and I'm really glad that I did, because it is absolutely the inspiration for today's talk on becoming Santa. So it's a conversation between a father and his son. And the son says to him, "Dad, I think I'm old enough now." Just checking the ages in there. "I think I'm old enough now. Is there a Santa Claus?" And the dad says, "Okay, I agree you're old enough, but before I tell you, I got to ask you a question." He says, "The truth is a very precious but dangerous gift, because once you know something, you can't unknow it. So once you know the truth about Santa Claus, you will never again understand and relate to him as you do now. So my question to you, son, is, are you sure you want to know?" Son thinks about it for a minute, and then he says, yeah, I'm ready. I want to know. And then dad says, "Okay, I'll tell you. Yes, there is a Santa Claus." Son's like, "Really?" And he says, "Yes, really. But he's not an old man with a beard and a red suit. That's just what we tell the kids." See, kids are too young to understand the true nature of Santa Claus. So we explain it to them in a way that they can understand. He said, "But the truth about Santa is that he's not a person at all. He's an idea. Think about all those presents that Santa gave you over the years." The man says, "I actually bought those myself. I watched you open them. And did it bother me that you didn't thank me? Of course not. In fact, it gave me great pleasure." You see, Santa Claus is the idea of giving for the sake of giving, without thought or thanks or acknowledgement. He reminds the boy, remember when I saw that woman collapse on the subway and I called for help? He said, I knew that she would never be able to thank me for calling the ambulance. I was being Santa Claus when I did that. Son's like, oh. And the dad says, so now that you know, you're part of it. You have to be Santa Claus now, too. That means you can never tell a little kid the secret. And you have to help us select the Santa presents for them. And most importantly, you have to look for opportunities to help people. We need to help people this Christmas, and we need to be kind. Yes? It's a sweet little story. And I did check with our mothers who have little ones in the family room to make sure that we were not going to blow something here. So you can rest. Well, some of you are kind of childish, but I think you're okay. So what is it about this idea of Santa Claus and this tradition of gift giving and spreading joy that has endured over all these years and all these incarnations? Well, I believe this is what I teach. It's because an act of generosity and giving is part of our spiritual DNA. In other words, giving comes naturally to us. So it's no wonder that we've fallen in love with the idea of this generous Father Christmas who gives freely and abundantly with no strings attached. Because Santa Claus represents the giving nature of the universe of God. Therefore, it represents our own giving nature. Like the story that I just told, those of you who are parents and grandparents know what I'm talking about. You will go into debt every year to give your kids gifts that you think that they will love. And yet because you're giving to your children, you don't have an expectation of a return. You do it out of love. You do it out of the desire to see them happy. Well, guess what? The same is true about God, whatever you want to call that, the God of your understanding, the life force energy that expresses itself and knows itself and lives itself through us and as us. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, put it this way. He said, life is an eternal givingness, the offering of the cosmic self to the joy of its own fulfillment. You and I are part of this joy, and we find fulfillment only as this joy passes through us to others. Everything moves in circles. We short-circuit our own good when we refuse to pass it on. If you get nothing else from today's talk, get that. Everything moves in circles, and we short-circuit our own good when we refuse to pass it on. So I'm reminded of a story. I've actually shared this story with you all before about a friend of mine from California, from my center in California. Her name is Lori. And she had 3 kids at the time. She still has 3 kids, but they were little at the time. And she took her kids shopping for the Christmas tree. And money's super short, but they wanted to find just the right tree at just the right price. So they gathered together 3 or 4 trees, and they took a family vote. And it came down to 2 trees. And her youngest daughter, Reagan, who was probably about 6 at the time, hugged one tree. I love that we're already training tree huggers. She hugs the tree and she says, Mommy, this tree loves me. And then she hugged the other one and she said, this tree loves me too. What they didn't know was that a woman at the tree lot was watching them. as they laughingly and joyfully debated which tree to get. And the woman walked over to Lori and handed her some money and said, I've enjoyed watching your family choose their tree. It's given me a great gift of joy. I would like to buy your tree for you. And at first my friend was like, she considered not taking the money. You know how we do that. Oh, no, thank you. No, that's not necessary. But she's a practitioner. And she realized that the woman was not only giving her a gift, but that Lori's acceptance of the gift was also a gift. Yes? To have refused would have been hurtful to the woman and taken away the pleasure that she felt by giving. There was something about the family's joyful interaction that touched her heart, and she felt good to be able to give. So by accepting that woman's gesture, Lori was also giving back to her. The circle was complete. Yeah. And yet, how often do we make the mistake that Lori almost made? How often do we refuse someone's compliment or gift or kind gesture because we don't want to appear needy or we don't want to appear conceited? Oh, yeah, this old thing? Mm-hmm. But by refusing whatever it is that they are giving, we are basically saying to the person, what you think doesn't really matter. Or I don't want what you're giving me, or I don't need you. But here's what's funny about that. When someone gives us a gift, we think it's about us. But it really isn't. It's much more about how the person feels to be able to give the gift, whether it's a compliment or it's a kindness or it's a tree or it's a heartfelt, thoughtful present. And the reason that this is true for us as human beings is because it's true for the divine, and we are microcosms of the macrocosm. We are small little godlings representing the divine. Yes? If you don't know microcosm and macrocosm, I'm going to be teaching an online foundations class starting in January. Come join us. You'll find out more about it. Because the truth is, microcosm, macrocosm, is that we... Oh, don't look at my cleavage. Okay. Sorry. Lost all credibility. You'll be looking for a new minister starting January, I'm sure. Okay, no, I don't think too many board members are here. I should be okay. So microcosms of the macrocosm. You can tell I love this stuff, right? I start throwing things around. So we are representative of the divine, and the truth is we live in a generous and abundant universe. All we have to do is look around us at any moment, at any day, and we can see abundance and generosity of life everywhere. But the challenge is we need to train ourselves to see it. Because the truth is we don't always choose to see it. Sometimes we get caught up in lack and limitation and, there's not enough. And we don't see that our good is available to us all the time, everywhere. Or in some cases, we see it, we recognize it, and then we turn it down because we think it isn't really meant for us. How often has opportunity knocked on your door, but you thought it wasn't for you, or it was too good to be true, so you turned it down? Now, the truth is, sometimes things are too good to be true. If you're buying it off Facebook, probably too good to be true. Okay, for like $5. Okay, probably good to be. So we need to be discerning in life, yes? But other times, just as we talked last week, sometimes when something shows up for us in the right time, under the right circumstances. It is grace giving us a gift. And at this time of the year, that's probably one of the most important spiritual lessons that we can learn. And that is that life is providing us with everything we need and we want. But we have to be open. I need to be very clear about one thing, especially around this time of year. When I talk about your good coming to you, I'm not just talking about material good. You understand? Yes, it's Christmas, spend money, blah, 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 blah. Material good is only part of the abundance of the universe. There's also abundant love, abundant health, abundant joy and beauty and peace and wisdom and clarity and creativity and inspiration. All of that stuff is our good, and they are gifts from the universe. They are available to us according to our willingness to receive it. Because giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. Yes? Yes? So that's what I have to say about becoming Santa. Who's becoming Santa today? Yeah? Okay. Because here's the truth, folks. Each one of us has been Santa before. And each one of us has been the recipient of someone being Santa. And the circle is complete when we participate in both. So I found this quote by Dale Evans. Half of you are too young to know who Dale Evans is. Half of you, it seems like yesterday, okay? 3/4 of you, it seems like yesterday. Dale Evans wrote that iconic song with her husband, Roy Rogers, Happy Trails to You until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Okay, I wrote here, do not make them sing. Anyway, oh God, I cracked myself up. Okay, so here's what she said. Christmas, my child, is love in action. Every time we love, every time we give, it's Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's greetings, Happy Hanukkah, Blessed Winter Solstice, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus for the rest of us. And coming March 2025, Blessed Mubarak for Ramadan. I love you, and so it is. Thank you. Happy trails to you. Thank you, Louise. Yeah. All my life. Vern says she wants to be part of the band. I'm like, well, duh. I actually used to be a fairly good singer. And I used to sing and, do that. And then I moved here.
You are still a fairly good singer.
Well, I can carry a tune. But
she doesn't even need a bucket.
Yeah.
She can just carry it.
Yeah. Please welcome Elevation.
Children sleeping, snow is softly falling. Dreams are calling like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago. But one by one we all had had to grow up when it seems the magic slipped away. We'll find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. It's up to us to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside. Give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. Trains move quickly to their journey's end. Destinations are where we begin again. Ships go sailing far across the sea, trusting sun, starlight to get where they need to be. When it seems that we have lost our way, we'll find ourselves again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Feel the melody that's playing. There's no time to wait. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what we feel inside. Give your dreams the wings to fly. You'll have everything you need if you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe. Just believe.
Amy Bishop, Anna, Luis, and Brendan. Yowza, that was so sweet. How do you feel? Pretty good? Yeah, me too. So this now gives me an opportunity to talk about how you can support the center. If the ushers would come forward. We are a nonprofit organization. Some people think that means that we're part of a much larger organization that supports us, and that we are part of a larger organization, but they do not support us. We are donation supported. So at this time, thank you everyone for being a supporter of our center, whether it's here on Sunday, whether it's through a transfer or conscious commitment, however it is that you support the center financially. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for that. So if everyone will take their tithe, their gift, their offering, their donation, put it to their heart, and let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me, multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. And we sing a wonderful song about gratitude. So if you want to stand up, go ahead.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Yowza! Okay, before we bring the kids in, because it's just about time, so here's how this is going to go. We're going to do what we do after service, listen to the song, which is a great one, and then we're going to head out, get our food, socialize, come in here. That's fine. We're not going to set up tables. We just sit at the chairs and everything. At 1 o'clock, we need to vacate this room to then, so they can get set up for the concert, which starts at 1:30. If you've bought your ticket, we have a list with your, we've got a list. We're checking it twice. And then, and if you would still like to come, you can buy a ticket at the door, $25. So I think I see them. So it looks like they're ready. Come on in.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Big Cinder and all his reindeer pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, oh what merry and bright. Hang your stocking and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
You and me, hey? Oh, here we go. Here we go. You guys want to come up here? Woo! Come on, Eli.
Yeah, you can go up
Come
there if you
on,
want,
bud.
Eli. Emily, do you want up on
You
the
can
stage?
do it. Come.
No, okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I guess I'll go up on stage.
Love that. Oh, thank you so much for being here in person and for joining us online. The house is full of warmth and the smell of amazing food. Oh my goodness.
Woohoo!
Today we had a lot of fun and fun day. I had the opportunity to share my exciting news that I'm 12 weeks pregnant with these kiddos, and as soon as they heard, thank you. As soon as they found out, they were like, we're making cards for the baby. So they made a bunch of cards for the baby they're like for the baby, not for me, which I love. And then we also got to do our craft today where we're making a wreath out of our handprints.
Oh, nice.
And so we just have to glue it all together while we're getting ready for the potluck, and then we'll have a wreath with all of our handprints, which is my favorite activity to do at Christmas time. We did not get to the rest of our class because it was just way too much fun talking about baby stuff and drawing hands and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much for bringing these kids here. It is truly my honor to be teaching this group of children, and it is such a diverse range of personalities, and it's a little bit different every week. So if working in Fun Day or working with kids calls to you, I strongly encourage you to consider volunteering with our program. If you've taken foundations, you can be a teacher just like myself, which come April, I will definitely need teachers. I am not wanting to teach at 9 months pregnant. I would like to take a little break. So if that calls to you, you can always talk to myself or Dr. Pat or Lance. And the last thing I'll say is that the holiday season is a great time to support local. We have so many amazing handmade crafts, handmade cards. We have books and everything in the Soul Shop. So if you still have some Christmas shopping to do, I highly recommend checking out the Soul Shop. And just a huge thank you to everybody that makes Sundays happen. And thank you so much for being here. Let's eat!
Yay! We love it! We love it when you guys come here. I know sometimes you think, oh, I got to go to Fun Day because my mom and dad are going, but we really love that you're here. We really love that you guys come. Yeah, you like it? It's fun. All right. So we're going to do our closing. Everybody want to stand up. We're going to rub our hands together. We've got a couple of people in our community who are going through some health challenges right now. I'm not going to say anybody's name, but if you are watching, know that my prayers and my energy is going to you, and the rest of you can do that as well. Okay, on the count of 3, we're just going to send it out. 1, 2, 3. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you soon. Thank you.
Wake up, mama, wake up. Santa Claus was here. Milk and cookies are all gone, and there are presents everywhere. Yesterday I had my doubts, but today I sure believe it's a holy moly morning on after a Merry Christmas Eve. Holy moly, mama, have you ever seen such a sight? Christmas came to our house after we went to bed last night. I'll never doubt again, yes, Santa's real to me. It's a holy moly morning after a Merry Christmas Eve. Tried to stay up all night long to hear the reindeer on the roof. 'Cause Timmy said Santa wasn't real, and Mama, I needed proof. Might have missed them jingle bells, but the proof's under the tree. It's a holy moly morning after a Merry Christmas Eve. Holy moly, mama, have you ever seen such a sight? Christmas came to our house after we went to bed last night. I'll never doubt again, Santa's real to me. It's a holy moly morning after a Merry Christmas Eve. Put out the milk, put out the cookies, and tuck me into bed. Tell me a story about sugar plums dancing in my head. Pull up the covers, tell me you love me, then you kiss me on the cheek. Say that Santa is coming soon, so I better get some sleep. Holy moly, mama, have you ever seen such a sight? Christmas came to our house after we went to bed last night. I'll never doubt again, yes, Santa's real to me. It's a holy moly morning after a Merry Christmas Eve. Oh, holy moly, after a Merry Christmas Eve. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy the potluck, and we'll see you in a little bit. 3:30.